Grand Rising family, welcome in, welcome in. Let's take a deep breath. Oh, yeah. Let's also ring the sound bowl. Let's ring the sound bowl. All right, all right. All right, let's do our disclaimers. This is a collective reading, so we're going to take what resonates. We're going to leave what does not. Everything is not for everybody, right? Some things may still be unfolding, so while it may not be relevant now, you may find down the line is like, aha moment, right? So we're going to take what resonates and understand that, again, sometimes spirit doesn't always speak to the now. It may speak to what has happened, the now, or what is coming or unfolding. So again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Everything still in that case won't be for everybody. For some, this will be story time, and that's great. You know, good way to pass the time, sitting in wonderful energy. Sitting in my energy, warm energy, obviously without depleting my energy. And that's all, and that's okay. Okay, collective reading. This is tarot, this is oracle. So we will be speaking masculine, feminine. It's not gender, not male, not female. It means you're going to have to put, those energies in alignment to whatever aligns with you. I'm going to speak male, female, because male is my preference. I'm not telling you that male is your preference or female is your preference. Again, you're going to put pairings of any kind, the way that it fits you. And that is okay. All right. So understand that. Again, understand that with tarot also, and oracle, some meanings aren't quite literal, symbolic. All right, as well. Okay, so don't always try to make it literal. All right. Okay, so let's go on and get started. We are going to start with the Dark Confessions Oracle deck. This one does... This is not a rainbows and sprinkles deck at all. But sometimes we don't always need to hear rainbows and sprinkles. Sometimes we need to hear the other stuff in order to clear, in order to heal, in order to grow, or sometimes for things to just come to realization, like aha moment for us. Like, this is what I've been dealing with for a while. And now that it's pointed out, it's time to stop dealing with it. All right. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we don't realize what we've been dealing with until other people till it's pointed out in some way, fashion, or form, whether it's, here in this platform, friends, family, or just a surrounding or circumstance, what you see on TV sometimes, sometimes you just pick it up in your environment. All right. Again, speaking from experience, I know a lot of the things I dealt with, I didn't realize wasn't normal until other people were like, that's not normal. That's kind of bad. You might want to, steer away from that. Look, I haven't even started. I'm about to go into the story. I know I went to counseling one time. I was going to try it out. In the melanated communities, that's kind of faux pas. You don't go to counseling, which is kind of ironic because my dad was a counselor. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a whirl, got some things going on. Let me try it out. And this wonderful woman, that I scheduled with, she was really a wonderful woman. She was on point, she reminded me kind of me how I can be, and she kind of mirrored me, and I can see sometimes some people are like, whoa, but not in like a horrible way, and I'm doing to be as quick as I can. I'm sorry. I'm sitting in the waiting room, and it's a counselor, he was kind of on this side, and he, woman was laid out on the couch, kind of just bawling her eyes out. I guess she wanted the door open. I don't know. So I'm kind of like, don't you want privacy for all of this? Because I guess, the way I grew up, emotions, we don't openly express like that. I'm just like, okay, it's a bit much, but all right. And he's just being real patient with her. I'm trying not to be what it is. Like being real patient, collecting those dollars, being real with that, doing his job. But you know what I mean. It's not like he's like, you know, get it together. Although he might want to say get it together, but I mean he's gonna do his job. And here comes my turn, right? This woman, and she just read me like for what I was, like quick, fast, and in a hurry. And, I sat down there and got as comfortable as I could get, I'm like, because I'm very awkward. This is awkward. We don't, do stuff like this. And, we get to going and, she, asks the questions that she asked to start, pulling things out of you, getting to know you, especially when you're a more guarded energy, which I am more guarded, like, okay, and, she's doing her job doing it well. And, I don't know what she asked me, and I explained something that touched on, like, kind of relationship dynamics, kind of like where I gravitated. And she just taking it in and listening, like, okay. And she got done with all this listening, and then she just went in on me, like, she said, First of all, girl, I can tell you got a little ADHD, don't you? Because, she said, you done took in this room here, there, everywhere. You've answered my questions, but I can tell you are like at 15 different places. I was like, okay. All right, lady. And she's like, she pointed some things out, in dynamics. Like, lot of those things. That these are actually like tactics. These are things that you are dealing with. It's not normal. It's actually, even though it isn't physical abuse, it's abuse, honey. Like you shouldn't be dealing with that, right? And of course, that's new news for me. And then she's like, you are just a wonderful woman. All right, you're a wonderful woman. She's a very smart, very bright. She said, she was like, you could work in the office here. I'll get you a job here. I already had a job, but she's like, you can work here. But this is the kicker. She was like, but this is what you need to go and do. And I don't know if I'm getting the title of this book right. Some of y'all go look it up. I never got the book because I was kind of offended. She's like, you need to go and read the book. Smart Woman, Stupid Choices. I was like, huh? She said, yeah, you need that book. You need the book. It's called, she wrote it down and gave me the title, Smart Woman, Stupid Choices. She says, no way in the world you should be dealing with half of the stuff that you're dealing with. You are way too, way too bright for that. And she's like, I'm not talking about just intellectually or, just intellectual. She said, you're way too bright to be dealing with the stuff you're dealing with. But, I was just kind of offended. I never got the book. Years later, I understood her wisdom. She was just very direct with it. So it was like, okay, like, you don't know me ever, but you do know me. I didn't get that real soft energy that lady was getting to do. This woman came out of retirement. So she was past her prime. She came out of retirement and came back in because she's like, I didn't came out of retirement twice. So, she had a very no nonsense, this is what it is energy. I mean, she was right. She went bing, bing, bing. Okay. Like, I don't have time to sugarcoat this with you. She said, you can come here anytime you want a job. You can come here and I'll get you a job here. But honey, you're gonna have to go and get that book now. Was she right? Absolutely. Did she hurt my feelings? Yes. All right. But she pointed out what I don't know, thought was normal or just was unaware of because I was in it. It's hard to be clear on things when you're in it. It's hard to realize you're being gaslit and emotionally abused and abused in other ways when you're in it. And she just pointed out, like, no, honey, that's... So this deck kind of points those things out, is what I'm saying, Did I make a poor choice and never coming back to her again? I did. She pissed me off, but she was right. All right. Now I realize it. Okay. I realize what she was really saying to me. All right. So although it may not have had the effect then, it has the effect now where I realize what she was really saying to me. All right. And not necessarily now, even before now, but maybe a lot later, what she was really saying and pointing out. All right. She just was very, it was just like, okay. Okay, so I understand hearing truths can be kind of okay when you're not ready to hear it, or if you are ready to hear it, but you're still kind of figuring out how to deal with it. All right, we'll move on. I'm sorry, a little long-winded. So that's what this deck is. We'll see what dark confessions, Spirit has for us today. All right. This deck is smaller too. It's a smaller deck, so it might be a little harder to shuffle even. And then my desk is slippery. I don't have a mat on it, so it slides. And we'll do that one more time. And I want you to know, I am going to do that one more time. I have got, I don't know why, pick up this deck, a lot of nervous energy. Like my palms are a little sweaty here. And I just like to be transparent. It's giving me a lot of nervous energy. And I don't know why. All right. So let's see. What we have going on here. Of course, we'll use other decks to clarify. One popped out here. Oh, wow. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. So apparently, there's some regrets being dealt with here. And that may be stopping you from something. Moving forward in something. In life, in connections of all kinds. All right, we're going to see what else we get. Oh, wow. A lot of nervous energy. I don't know if I should take this one. Oh, please fail. Too many came out, and then a whole stack fell. I am nervous, y'all. Oh, wow. I don't know. We got a lot of nervous energy surrounding some of these things. Oh. Ooh. Now, this is something. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. Well, that explains a lot of the energy. That's pretty wow. Okay, but I have said in some other readings, though, if you've ever dealt with energies, manipulative energies, narcissistic energies, or if you're still dealing with it, that is definitely their true thought. They don't have the ability to feel guilty. They can mimic things that will make you feel guilty about putting up a boundary. They can mimic emotions that make them look apologetic, but deep down they're not. The only thing they want is their way. And if they've done something to wrong you, the only thing they want is for you to ignore it or let them out of it. So they only know enough to either gaslight you and make you think you're crazy, and what they did was nothing and it's in your mind, or they know enough to, I need to wiggle my way out of this so I can mimic what remorse looks and feels like. All right. They can mimic things, but they can't really feel them. And they don't feel guilty for how they treat you. They don't. I had to learn that the hard way, to start getting over a lot of things. All right. A lot of things with people, and to let people go because they don't feel guilty for how they treat you. No matter how many apologies and how much they love bomb you. The love bomb is the trick. Giving you that good loving and that attention, and then, cooperating with you, being sweet, being kind, being generous and open and loving is the love bomb. Then they go back to, I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. And you're like, where the hell did, the potential I've been chasing the whole time in you for you to be good, the love bomb, because you love bomb me. Now I'm chasing what you could be. Like, where the hell did that go? It was never there in the first place. It was still just a trick. Tricked you. Put on my mask. All right, let's see what we get. We'll clarify these. Oh. I would explain having regrets that's keeping you from moving forward if you're dealing with the energy who doesn't feel guilty for how they treated you, or may still be treating you if you're dealing with that. You're just hiding it. As they're still dealing with you, if y'all are still dealing with each other, just hiding. Hiding. And it comes out. Then they hide. Love bomb, love bomb. And then it comes out. And then they hide. Or they gaslight. You're crazy. It isn't me, it's you. This one flipped over. Look, it's getting me like, oh, okay. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. All right, told you this deck does not give you rainbows and sprinkles. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. Let me do one more before we clarify. The cards flew. Oh. What do I do with this energy? I'm gonna breathe it out. Let me see what card fell on the floor. I've lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. We'll clarify that. And rooted and rising, you probably might think that this, I believe that's probably your input. Divine masculine, divine feminine. I say that because if you were dealing with the energy that doesn't feel guilty for the way they treated you, past readings it spoke of narcissists, money manipulators, which are mind manipulators. So manipulators of all kind, and maybe something ended, it didn't end well, or you're in it trying to hold on to it because of how it may look if you end it, or you may have reservations about ending it, or you're just rose-colored glass in it, chasing potential, holding on to what it could be, even though you know what it is. And nobody's judging because it's hard while you're in the situation to truly evaluate things or to detach from it. But I've lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. That's probably you all. And if you're dealing with that kind of energy, it's easy to feel that way. All right. But you've got to know that this would not be a mess up. This is not a mess up. This is a lesson. You put it in your lesson plan and you move forward, okay? It's not a mess up. It may feel like it. And dealing with energies like this, their job is to make you feel like you messed up, because if you wholly pay attention to what they're actually doing, you would realize that you're not the one messing up, all right? And these are manipulative energies. So you can't think you've messed up, especially if you made the choice to connect with them. All right? They did their job and they did it well. That's what they do. Mind games, manipulation. It feels real. That's the name of the game. But you come out and you come out strong. Of course, you heal emotionally. You heal every way you need to heal from it. But you come out with your lesson plan and you learn. You don't have to be like, oh, my life is just over. I've messed up. You have not. All right, you have not. We'll clarify it. I'll do one more from this deck, even though we have 5. And I don't know what I just did that. But anyway, and we'll do it. And we'll leave this deck alone for now. Wow. Dang. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. this is dark. Okay. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. All right. Past readers have come up with that energy for silver readings have had that energy pop up. All right. Okay. Well, this says a lot. All right. We started off with having many regrets that keep you from moving forward. It sounds like if you're dealing with an energy all right, you have many regrets that keep you from moving forward. All right. Feeling cold and detached from a connection that you likely know is not the best for you. And a connection where they don't even feel guilty for how they treated you because they have codependency issues. I depend on you too much to let you go. They have no intention of letting you go. Spiteful and vengeful energy. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge and I wanted you to hurt too. Whatever that may look like for you. If that's just retaliation and going back and forth, whatever I can do and say to hurt you. If there is something that I can do to sabotage you moving forward, all right, you may be trying to move forward and this energy is like, I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. I need you. I need your financial energy. I need your emotional energy. I need your sexual energy. I need every part of your energy because I have to sap you and drain you because I needed to survive. Because I don't have anything in me. Only thing I have is what I can gain from somebody else. All right? Yeah. You ain't going nowhere because I need you. So I have no intention on allowing you to leave. Who do you think you are? All right? That is definitely a regret that's going to keep you from moving forward because this energy's intention is to keep you from going anywhere in the first place. But it seems like, again, I wanted to hurt you. They know what they're doing, in other words. They're not oblivious. Whatever it is, it's like it's numbing you out. Feeling cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. It's numbed you out, made you numb. Becoming very difficult for you to manage mentally, draining you. Like I said, this codependent energy, that's what they do. That's what it does. You can't blame yourself and act like you failed. Again, these are master manipulators. It means they've been doing it all their lives. This is them all their lives to every connection. It means they learned it somewhere, likely in their household. And they grew up with this behavior towards everybody. They're just good at wearing a mask. All right? Oh, wow. All right, let's, I guess, clarify. Yeah. We'll do this one again, this tarot. Should have had it out already. Again, all the cards just want to slide out today. That must be the energy today. This is crazy. Really, if I'm being honest, I didn't want to really... I didn't want to dabble with this deck today, but I was just kind of like, oh, that deck, you kind of gravitate towards it. So I'm like, okay, that deck has something to say today. Let's see what it has to say. Just give me a moment. Yeah, show you these cards. Oh, my rooted and rising. I don't like seeing stuff like this for you. I honestly don't. It bothers me. All right. I have many regrets that keep me moving forward. Yeah. That's the Page of Wands, or this is, again, the hybrid tarot. Excitement. You're at the start of a creative or spiritual adventure. Follow your curiosity. All right, the spark. This is in the Wands. It's fiery energy. You know, they're go-getters. They go. There is something that is ignited, something in you. All right, whether creatively or a person, but there's a spark there. There's ignition, something that has started a fire that has brought enthusiasm for something, for someone, all right? But you're allowing regrets, likely from a past situation, or some of you, a current situation, if you're still in it and dealing with it, to stop you from moving forward. It's throwing water on the spark, right? It's like putting it in reverse, where it's, this card even says unrealized potential. All right, so there's some motivation there. There's a curiosity, a spark. There's life. Fire is a life force. There's a life force there. Spark. All right, there's curiosity. There's something there. All right, it's bringing something exciting to you, and it's like, oh, this is wonderful. Look at my energy has even changed. Mentioning it, like it's illuminating you, right? It's illuminated a situation, and it's like, oh, I love this, right? I want to do something about it. But the regrets are like, no, because I've dealt with something that has played with my heart, played with my mind, played with my money, played with my energy, played with my time. All right. And what if it doesn't work out? It's like having all of those regrets, thinking of everything that could go wrong. All right. Because that's what hurts do to you. All right. That's what emotional wounds do to you. And honestly, that's what this energy wants. Because if you don't move forward, you're likely to stay with them if you're still with them. If you've left it, that's wonderful. Once again, because then you're less likely to move on, and they still have a hold on you, which they do, because those regrets is the hold, the residue of the hold that they have on you. That's what those regrets are. It's still a hold, all right? Because you can't move forward because you're still stuck in what happened in the past. That means they still are holding on to you, whether you have let them go physically or not, all right? And it's wonderful to them. They would much prefer you not move forward. It doesn't mean in love. In every area, they'd rather have you stuck. Again, this is an energy that knows what they're doing. They just like to pretend that they don't. This is an energy that knows that they're tricking you. They just like to pretend that they don't. This is an energy that knows they're manipulating you. They just like to pretend that they don't. This is an energy that knows that they're wrong. They just like to pretend that they're right. This is an energy that's very clever, but they like to pretend that they're dumb. All right? They know exactly what they're doing. How they're doing it, it is strategic. It is not an accident. They know step by step what they have done to you and what they are doing to you. Will they ever take accountability for it? Absolutely not. So if you have a spark for anything, they'll be glad that you would rather let regrets keep you from it, because it keeps you stuck. And then they still have a hold on your energy. They're still sapping your energy, whether they're there or not, because you won't move forward. Oh, wow. What are we not moving forward in? Let's pulling this one out. Let's see what the energy is that's keeping you from moving towards. What are we going towards? Oh, that'll be a good one. I just went to that one. Since I already started shuffling this one. Here you go. You know, it keeps coming out. Catalyst flame is on the bottom here. What if this connection isn't meant to last, but to help you prepare for the one that is? This connection, this very toxic connection, you have to look at that as, especially this one of, I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. This catalyst flame, it means there was a reason that you went through this nonsense right here. Whatever you had, whatever this nonsense put you through, it stirred up something in you. All right. It brought up things that needed to come out of you. And it was some things that it had to show you. All right. That, you know, that in turn built you, prepared you, matured you. All right. Elevated you, made you ascend higher in you, in a sense. All right. As a catalyst flame. It pushed you towards where you need to go with this spark. All right. Creatively, whether it's in a connection of all kinds, creatively, whatever it is in your movements. This was the catalyst because you needed something. You needed to either work on something in you or you needed to be shown something. Something in you needed to be built. And as painful as it is, this situation did it. That's what this situation was for. All right. That's the bottom. So it's the catalyst to push you towards the spark, the curiosity, you know, the fire. All right. Something that ignited in you, something that stirred up the real you once again, or showed you that there's something else here for you, or showed you something about yourself, you know, that said, okay, let's move on this. All right, let's go. Biological clock. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. You're allowed to want who you want and the pressure is real, but don't settle for the wrong person just because the timing feels urgent. So don't settle. Maybe that's what you felt like you had to do. Maybe that's what you actually did. Maybe that's what you did in a previous connection, or if you're still dealing with the connection, maybe you settled. Oh Lord, I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too busy to care. Oh, this came out. Oh, there's too many cards. Let's see, there's some regrets that keep me from moving forward. Oh yeah, that's the first one that came out. The bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be, the catalyst flame. So what clarified I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward is the false connection. All right, there's a false connection. It doesn't always have to be romantic. But like this card and this card says, it was the catalyst to push you forward. You may have settled and thought either this is as good as it gets, or you might have had outside pressure because, you know, people don't like to keep their opinions to themselves. You know, you might have been pressured just because timing feels urgent. All right. But either way it goes, like this card says, you know, sometimes it's temporary or just meant to teach you something. Catalyst flame lets you know it wasn't meant to last. It was meant to help you prepare for the one that would. All right. Page of sparks. Page of wands is that spark, that curiosity. And I'm guessing maybe towards either a connection. Sacred mirror. So let's clarify the page of wands real quick. One. Yeah. There's a choice. You created your own definition of family, and this love feels like home in every way that matters. So, chosen family. All right. So, it's clarifying chosen family, the false connection, catalyst flame that was supposed to teach you something, many regrets that keep you from moving forward. Page of wands energy. Wands is movement. It's fire. It can fizzle out, and this past energy would love for it too. The curiosity, a spark, something is ignited. That means your chosen family is, again, you've created what feels like home with other people, usually not necessarily blood family. All right. Or this is like a connection, a chosen connection of some sort. All right. But it's keeping you from moving forward. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It's keeping you from moving towards what you really want, what you really choose, and who you really choose. All right. That's what the regrets are doing and preventing you from. The regrets are coming from a catalyst flame of some sort. It doesn't always have to be romantic connection that did you wrong. It could be family, friends. It can be a work environment. So you're going to put it wherever it fits for you. We're going to go more into, I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. Wow. And we'll pair it with, I depend on you too much to let you go. And then my pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. And then we'll clarify the other three. Ugh. All right, this is seeming like towards, it's like divine masculine. Doesn't really get a break here. But anyway, so it's like again, energies. King of Pentacles is on the bottom. All right. And anyway, so King of Pentacles on the bottom. Enterprise is what I like because this is a hybrid oracle. But King of Pentacles is on the bottom, and what I like about I do like how what I'm trying to say is this deck, I just like how it says enterprise. Okay, because it sums up the King of Pentacles. All right, the master of material success makes wise investments. He turns plans into profit. All right, a father figure, boss, entrepreneur, provider. But King of Pentacles is definitely the energy that is, these three cards are revolving around. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. I'm not saying what I'm saying is the King of Pentacles is not doing this. This is not the King of Pentacles that did this to a feminine energy. This is what seems to be like the opposite. This is the energy, as I was saying. So this is the energy that's coming at this King of Pentacles. Again, even the hybrids is enterprise. King of Pentacles and what is this? I'm sorry, multitasking. King of Pentacles. All right, anyway, King of Pentacles, as I was saying, is stable energy. All right. Business minded. Very good with business investments and things that are for the long term. All right. If it's not, a real business sense or business minded energy, as in you all person, all right, then definitely like a stable energy, grounded in things that thinks about more the long term than short term things. All right. It's not flight or fleeting. It's not one energy, fire and then done. Pentacle energy is very steady. All right. This is a provider energy, takes care of things, takes care of the home. All right. Usually stable. All right, a very stable energy and provider energy. If there's a connection, usually this energy can also it will represent the masculine in the connection. If it's husband, wife, husband, but a very secure energy, disciplined, dependability, things like that. Again, entrepreneur is creator energy and sustains it. All right. That is the energy towards this energy. these energies right here, or this energy, I'm going to cover up the King of Pentacles because that's what it's doing. Smothering the King of Pentacles with this negative energy. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. They know how they treated you. They know what they did. That's the trueness underneath the love bombing and the, kindness and the, all right, I'm going to, lean into you today. I'm going to act like you exist today. I'm going to be sweet and kind and use sweet words. I'm not going to be harsh to you. Give you a little cookie, little, little midday cookie, little afternoon snack. I don't know, shit. I'm just saying, Oh, yes, Lord. I might even cook dinner today, hell. I'm going to love bomb you. But I know what I'm doing. It's not an accident. I'm not stupid. I know it. If I pretend I don't know, I want you to understand that I do. If I pretend I'm dumb in some area and I need you, I want you to know I'm not. I know exactly what I'm doing. If I pretend that you caught me doing something and I'm going to gaslight you, make you feel like an idiot for saying something to me, I want you to know I know what I'm doing. All right? All in all, I need to let you know who in the hell do you think you are if you ever try to leave. Because I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency and you ain't going nowhere, boo-boo. That's very Four of Pentacles holding on. Possessive energy. I am not letting you go because I need you in your enterprise. Where do you think, mostly, not even you, where you think this is going? Where you think your finances are going and your security? I need you. You're not going anywhere. All right? So I'm going to GPS your every move, God damn it. We read that one already. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. I don't care if I hurt you. If you try to make me accountable, I don't care if I do little stupid stuff to try to get back at you. If you actually left me, so I don't care if I'm a nuisance. Since you left me, I'm going to be a nuisance. So if I can't directly bother you anymore, well, I'm going to call you still and I'm going to stalk you. I'm going to show up. I'm going to stalk your social media. I'm going to call you. I'm going to text you. I'm going to make things as difficult as I can for you. But I know what I'm doing. That's smothering this King of Pentacles. All right. I'll do one more in here. That's just, I don't know. The energy is just, wow, about that. It's the King of Pentacles dealing with that. Either dealing with it still or has dealt with it and trying to get over it. What fell out is the Ten of Cups. I gotta stop looking at stuff I get distracted. So the King of Pentacles, had to deal with all of these cards. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted to hurt you too. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. King of Pentacles dealt with that from a different energy. And so what follows the King of Pentacles is the Ten of Cups. All right. Ten of Cups. And that's harmony. That is harmony, or ultimate, without the hybrid portion. Most people say ultimate joy. The ultimate fulfillment of joy. All right. Emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. Family, home, stability, contentment. All right. All right. So I don't know. I'm not sure or clarify if that is the goal. Well, obviously that would be anybody. I hope that would be your goal. Yes, Marco's energy. No, booby. No. Okay. But anyway, this seems to be what the King of Pentacles wants to move forward to. It doesn't always, well, this has to do with your emotions. Cups was what I mean. So, come here. True emotional fulfillment, King of Pentacles. That's the goal. All right. A very stable and sustainable energy. Needing something that's emotionally fulfilling. And since this is quite a contrast from that, all right, it kind of shows you, or showing the King of Pentacles energy, because it doesn't always have to mean that this is a man. Once again, energies, stability, enterprising, entrepreneur does not mean man. You know, that's just the King of Pentacles. All right. So in other words, again, once again, catalyst flame. This nonsense shows you that it is the very opposite of what you really want, of ultimate fulfillment of joy. It's quite a contrast. Quite a contrast. All right. All right. So moving forward is like you would have no problem discerning what healthy relationships really are and what you were dealing with, or maybe still dealing with, but you know, you might be in the process of letting it go. It's not. Fighting. Yeah. All right. I keep getting fighting. All right. I didn't want the bottom card, but it was kind of like, you're going to take this. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. It's about winning. That is absolutely the opposite of harmony. Absolute the opposite of real joy, contentment, and fulfillment. You know, and this is winning at all costs. All right. That's my pride got hurt. So I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. So get your gloves. Let me make your life miserable, especially if you left me. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. More than one card. Wow. All right. Pulling strings is not what you know, it's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. We already know. Once again, the energy knows what the energy is doing. We'll get to this other card. Just hold on. They know what they're doing. It's not an accident. It's not, oops, I didn't know. It's not, oh, did that upset you? Oh, did that stop you from doing what you wanted to go do with who you want to go do it with? Oh, did that stop you from moving forward? Oh, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, did I get in the way? They're not, there's nothing about what they're doing that they're, not aware of. It's not an accident. All right. Pulling strings. It's not what you know. It's who you can control. Because this is a possessive energy. They're codependent. All right. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. Whatever they got to do, because you're not going anywhere or doing anything, because I depend on you too much to let you go. Who the hell do you think you are? If you ever tried. Because I'm pulling strings. I'm controlling. It's what I want. It's not what we want. I might make you think that. But trust me, boo-boo, it's what I want and how I want it and when. And you're not going nowhere, King of Pentacles, because I need your enterprise. And you're not going nowhere. Because I depend on you. If you tried to go anywhere, if you did, I'm going to make it difficult because I want you to hurt. How dare you wake up from my games and let me go. And I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. I'm going to pretend like I do, but I don't. I'm going to put that smile on. Just like when we're going to praise the Lord, everybody. Hi, girl. How's it going? Put that on for you. What did I say last time? Let me pray for you. But I don't feel guilty. This is my heart. I hate everybody up in here. I'll put this on because this is what I'm supposed to do. And I got to trick everybody. Make them think I'm just so kind and sweet and innocent. Oh, did I hurt you? I did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I ever made you feel that way. Come here. Anyway, I know what I'm doing. I will win at all costs. I will control you. I'm codependent and I need your enterprise. You want to move towards emotional fulfillment? No, thank you. I depend on you too much to let you go. All right. You're trying to, you trying to go somewhere? Are you trying to reconcile with a past connection or someone you feel comfortable or at home with? No. Let me show you. Let me pull some strings. Let me insert my ass right on in the way. Let me shut that shit right on down. Let me whisper these lies. Let me argue with you and control your mind and your heart. Let me make you feel like a dumbass forever trying. Let me paint this other person like a villain. Let me play some games. Let me start some drama. Let me make and put everybody in mental and emotional anguish because you're not going anywhere. Not on my watch. Oh, you did, but I can still be difficult. If you'll still talk to me, I still got you. If you don't move forward, I still got you. If I don't do anything, even if I don't kick up drama and you stay still, I still got you. This back together is what this Page of Wands is about. All right. And again, it doesn't always mean a romantic connection. It doesn't always mean a romantic connection. Again, I was getting another card from this deck on what this back together was about. And I am back because, my child had to. Most important question there ever is. I guess for teenage boys about food. Anyway, so what came out was make a move. Y'all probably heard that. I have no idea. He's out there doing something. And so if you heard all of that bumping and stuff around, I don't know. I'll find out in a little bit. Anyway, the back together is about making a move. All right. And so what this past energy is doing is inserting themselves there so that can never happen. Or just making it difficult. All right. That's what the pulling strings is, because back together and pulling strings, back together, pulling strings, it came out together. So someone's pulling strings with a King of Pentacles energy, because the King of Pentacles not only wants to, but is. You know what I mean? Is. As in, the inevitable will happen, because this energy can do as much nonsense as they want to do. All in all, they're going to move towards this. If this energy keeps doing this energy is not changing, and they don't even feel sorry. I mean, this energy is waking up and saying, this is not fitting. Ultimate fulfillment. All right. There is a curiosity, a spark, a chosen family over here. And that doesn't necessarily mean, again, a actual family or connection. There's just something that has lit a spark or curiosity. And that something could be waking up to all of these behaviors. It doesn't always have to be connection. All right. And what they want to do, since they've woken up to all these crazy behaviors, that this is not right. Just like I explained in the end, when that lady, she had to inform me, behaviors like this is not normal, that you need to get away from that. That spark and that curiosity is just waking up to the fact that that's not cool. I want to move on to what actually is fulfilling to me. I need to make a move towards it, or I have. Pulling strings is still trying to be in the way and blocking it. How dare you go be happy? You're going to go be happy with somebody else? Oh, no. Somebody else is going to get your enterprise. That's mainly what it is. Oh, we can't have that. Because, oh, no. If you have forgotten, I need you too much to let you go. And I'm not going to easily. Firm boundaries with behaviors like this. It's almost kind of scary, actually. All right. That's not a very, I don't know. It's just do whatever you need to do if you have decided to move on from an energy like this, and never feel guilty for putting things in place that will legally protect you. You know, at times we still go get things that on paper that legally protect us, that don't really protect us. But sometimes you have to put those things in place for the long run. If things become, if this energy or energy like this would become a nuisance, all right, and it just sets it up so that it's easier, even if it doesn't stop the nuisance from being a nuisance. All right. You could take other steps once those are in place. So don't feel guilty about doing anything you need to do to ever protect yourself. Been there, done that. And yeah, because this is not an energy that is just, you know, I'm going to sit back quiet and watch you let you live your life. Even if I'm technically not in it anymore. Because Delulus believe, no, I am still here and we're still together. You are still mine, because I have codependency issues. I depend on you too much to let you go. I'll give you whatever it is I think you need. I'll say whatever it is I think you need me to say. And if I feel like you've made a decision to go somewhere else, well, I'm going to play mind games with you. All right. And I'm going to make you feel crazy for ever wanting to go. Or I'm going to do whatever I can to disrupt you from going. If that means I put you in a mental trap and an emotional trap, so all you can ever think about is dealing with my bullshit, whether we're together or not, then that's what I'll do. Because I don't want you moving on to anything new. You're not getting back together. There's no move you're going to make. You're not going to no ultimate fulfillment. You're not going to go move towards no spark, into no chosen family, into bliss and happiness. Even though I'm a catalyst flame and a false connection, you're not doing that. All right. So I'm going to pull strings and pretend like I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. You're okay. I know at this day you're over here at this time and you're supposed to be doing this. Okay, let me interrupt you. Let me find a way to disrupt your day. Let me find a way to insert myself there. Just in case. Because whatever in my mind I think is going on, even if it's not going on, we're just going to make sure nothing really does. All right. Pulling strings, know what they're doing. They're not oblivious in any way. We'll clarify, this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. And I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. That one we'll do on its own, and then we'll close it out. Oh, so I should have started from that one. It's all right. Oh, that just flew out. And then what? Oh, and then that came out. That did that twice. When I opened up to that naturally twice. Yeah, it's the choice. Possessiveness. And that. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. It's like that one. I'll go over these. I want to see what tarot would represent this in a tarot. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. I feel cold and detached from this connection. So I can't feel emotions right now. Yeah. You all just keep getting this card about it. And all cards about it. I'll explain it in a minute. This oracle, the Lovers, is one of the tarot oracles that came out. But their description of it is funny to me. Because once again, it mentions a catalyst. I'm like, you all are not going to get away from that word today. Oh, yeah, that's what it is about. Yep. There's no other way to get around that. All right. Where's that mouse at? It's weird there. Okay, so from the hybrid tarot, or from the tarot, we have, they all came out together. Well, these two came out together. Anyway, so we have Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Empress. I'm smiling because Mark, my dog, snored real loud over here. All right, and clarifying, the Empress over here is building together. Wow. Yeah. All right, this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. I feel cold, detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. It has to do, it's like a real battle going on here with, yep. With possessive energy and ride or die. Someone here is holding on too tightly and it's starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you to claim you. Again, that's back to that other one, that I depend on you too much to let you go. Either you're contemplating letting this energy go or you already have. All right, but there's ride or die energy. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through the thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. All right, so we're going all the way back to the beginning, the first card about the spark. All right, there is a connection, or there's something that you want to gravitate towards. It doesn't always have to be, again, about love. So there is a type of connection, whether this is, somewhere in career, whether this is somewhere else in your life. Okay, there is something that you want to move towards, but you've got this energy from blocking you. All right, this energy would even, any opportunities coming your way, this energy would block. All right, you've got a ride or die opportunity. You got something that would really be in it for the long haul. Stable energy that could really build with you. All right, or maybe there's something that you're interested in with this here spark creatively, you know what I mean, that is sustainable, that you could build or want to move towards. And again, this energy is preventing it just by being themselves. And once again, they are dependent, they're holding on to you so hard you can't move towards it. You can't do anything. Cards that came out to, oh Lord, and then I don't know, blocked. It's giving that, again, whether you need to do this, whether you have done it, because some of this is giving like this is past energy. Some of it's giving like you're still dealing with this. And some of it's giving like this is past energy. All right. It stings to be blocked, but yeah. All right. So this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. All right. You got possessive energy once again. Either they've been blocked and they're upset, or once again, they're blocking you. Okay. But what I believe it is this energy has been blocked. Again, possessive energy does not take it well. Possessive energy that is codependent, they'll just be a nuisance. They may not believe that it's over. And, you know, I don't know. Whatever they can do to be a nuisance, okay? All right. And I'm just coming to the conclusion that, again, this energy likely has just been let go of. Blocked, obviously, or just cut off in some sort, in some capacity, because not everybody can just totally block. So whatever the situation is, even if it's like, you know, even if this is not a romantic connection or something, you know, maybe being like a career move or something like that, and you decided, okay, you know, notice I'm giving and I'm going to go over to this here spark a new opportunity, because everything doesn't have to be about connection. But anyway, why I'm saying that there's probably been just a decision here is because the Ace of Pentacles, and we were dealing with the masculine, that's energy, the King of Pentacles, a longevity, a very pentacle, slow growth energy is what's being handed and offered. So that makes me think that, okay, this is old energy, and offering is a big, you know, our aces are about beginnings. All right. The Pentacles is something tangible, a tangible new beginning, a physical one, a real opportunity, right? An offer. All right. Something that, you know, something that's concrete, real, has the potential to become established, is being offered. All right. Genuine opportunity for love. Genuine opportunity for pentacle energy, so career, finance, things like that. All right. Tangible things, long-term growth and potential. All right. But what also came out, forget I have them all turned around, is the Lovers. The Lovers does not always mean love. All right. It's more centered around choice, and a divine and aligned choice at that. All right. So it's alignment mostly, partnership, intimacy, mostly choice. And this choice is aligned. That's why in partnerships, it can also play into business partnerships and different things like that. It does not always mean, you know, lovers, you know, as in like intimacy or romantic. All right. All right. So alignment through meaningful choice. So you had the Ace of Pentacles, where it's a tangible or real opportunity for something really real, concrete and established. All right. Genuine long-term potential, if it's a love connection. And then you have the Lovers, all right, which is about alignment and partnership. Again, business partner energy in your connection still. Very power couple energy. You know, the combination of the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. Definitely the opposite of codependency, the opposite of possessiveness. Again, this is reading an energy that is the total opposite of what this catalyst flame in every scenario seems to come out, even in this oracle portion. The Lovers, or love. This connection is a catalyst for healing, self-discovery, and spiritual evolution. So where that was a catalyst to bring out things that you needed to learn and grow and mature and go through, that was going to build you. Now you have moved to an aligned choice. Well, now the new connection, spark, or wherever it is that you're moving to, career, family, friendship, whatever it is, it's going to bring forth healing. It's a catalyst for your healing. You got a catalyst for your growth, for your maturity, maybe to deal with some things in your behaviors that wasn't the best, to strengthen you, all right, to get you prepared for the next. Sometimes it's obstacles we just have to overcome in life victoriously. You know, see how you overcome them. Did you let it stop you? Hopefully you won't. Rooted and rising, our divine masculine, divine feminines will not. There's a very moving energy, a very conquering and overcoming energy. Doesn't mean that leaders, conquerors, you know, don't have bad days, but it's not it stays still energy. All right. But anyway, the Lovers in combination with the Pentacles. All right. That's a real divine and aligned union. All right. With real that can really grow in the long term. All right. And then you have the Empress. All right, which is creation, divine feminine energy. Empress represents divine feminine, not just feminine energy, divine feminine. All right. You already had the King of Pentacles come out. All right. But that's abundance. All right. Fertility, creation, attraction, of course, sensuality, beauty, nurturing, growth, something that can become fruitful. All right. So think about that. Ace of Pentacles. Think about that. Ace of Pentacles, Lovers, Empress. All right. 3 cards that represent nurturing, aligned, prosperous, long-term energy. Earlier was the ultimate joy and emotional fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. There it goes. King of Pentacles was looking for that and going towards that and will. All right, all of this other stuff is still going to be left behind. All right. This is beautiful. All right. Oh, I had to pause there. A little tired too. Just being honest. A little tired. I forgot that I also clarified the Empress. The Empress, she's in the middle. The Empress was clarified with building together and new adventures. So again, you have the, what was it? Do I have it? King of Pentacles. So beautiful. I'm thinking King of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. Making sure I'm halfway showing them. I know it's kind of hard. And that's like materially, excuse me, and emotionally abundant and stable. Emotional fulfillment. Then your Ace of Pentacles. Is your tangible new beginning and an aligned union. The Empress brings growth and abundance. There's no stagnant energy here. The King of Pentacles, he is about the long term, slow growth, slow movement, yes, but an entrepreneur type energy. Very good with building for the long term. Once again, finances and things like that, stability. Again, business-minded energy usually. And pair it with the Empress. All right. That's abundance and growth. There's nothing here about staying still. Building together is what clarified the Empress. You're not waiting around for your dream life to appear. You're designing it side by side. That's very power couple energy. And then the other one was new adventures. Whether it's road trips or soul quests, you're in it together. This love is a passport to the kind of life you used to only dream about. That's very Ten of Cups energy. That clarified the Empress. Which means it's a new adventure, new connection, new thing. You know, it doesn't always mean that you're moving towards a person. But whatever it is, it's still toward abundant creative energy. All right? Where the King of Pentacles is enterprising. All right? Makes it happen. You turns plans into profit. And the Empress is creation. They go hand in hand. All right? He's investing it for the long term. She's making it abundant. She's making it fruitful. She's helping it grow. She's nurturing it. That's the new adventures. Whatever they do together. Whatever that looks like for you brings ultimate joy and happiness. All right, so all of these cards of I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. A lot of energy that would, because a dependent energy, I need you too much to let you go. That would do it. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. That means they treated you. And they don't even feel sorry for it. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you. I am even more sick as I wanted you to hurt. Not only did I do it on purpose, I wanted you to, and I don't care. I know what I'm doing. All right? I made the situation for you. You're trying to move on. Well, I'm going to make it as difficult as possible. This situation become difficult for me to manage mentally. It's draining me. Good. I'll drain all your energy so you don't move to any new adventures. Even though you've blocked me or canceled me of some sort, I'm going to fight with you. And I'm still going to pull strings. Because once again, I depend on you too much to let you go. Even though I'm not sorry for what I have done or for some of you still doing to you. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I cannot feel emotions right now. I have numbed you out, but I don't care as long as you are still enterprising. I'll clarify this last card real quick because we've been longer than usual. I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. I want you to absolutely know that you have not. You have not messed up. Going through some things. Things didn't work out. There is things in life that are not going to work out. Making plans. All right? So it looks like it's clarified with making plans. Either you are in this stage doing that. And that's what you need to do. Should you stay with the security of the familiar or venture out into the unknown? Taking risks, leaving home, exploring. Two of Wands energy always looks out ahead. All right, move my arm this way, sorry. Moving forward. Move past this. I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. Look ahead. You were just shown with all of this that good things are coming. New adventures. Empress energy. Again, whether that is in career, family, connections, all of the above, whatever it is, you're going into something that fits you better. All right, you're not staying in any of this toxic nonsense, or you don't have to. And nothing about what you don't. Uh-oh. Let me see what that's about. What's about? Dirty laundry, making plans. Hold on. I don't want all the cards. Don't do. Oh. Cancel. Which one to do it? Let's see what this making plans is about. Two of Wands energy. Just whoa. And then we're going up out here. But you absolutely have not. There's no. This is not a I keep messing up. This is not I have failed. No, this is life. Life and this is lessons. All right. That people go through. Everybody goes through something. We get past them. Lesson plan. We move on. We become wise. We become a wise or sage advice for somebody else that's gone through it. You know, especially if you are like a woman and you're talking to a woman and you can really relate and resonate. Like, I've been through this. Da 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 da. So she doesn't have to feel like she's alone in that. Men, I know that's a hard thing for men to do. But you can be the one that they confide in and you can give them sound advice somewhere, you know, privately where it doesn't hurt ego and pride, because sometimes that's very important for men to maintain. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Ultimately, you cannot feel I have lost all control of my life because you were mismatched. All right. Things happen. Things don't work out. We think one thing. You're puzzle pieces from two different boxes. No matter how hard you try, you just don't fit. And it's okay. It did not work out. Whatever this dynamic is, work, family, whatever. All right. But you're definitely not a mess up. You are going through life. You are a lesson learner. There is not one. What is the... He who is without sin cast the first stone. All right. For all have sinned and fallen short. All right. And I'm not saying that what you have done is sinned, but what I'm saying is there is not a one who hasn't gone through something very hard in life. We go through sequences of hard things throughout life. There are lesson plans. We have to grow. We have to learn. If there's any part in us that needs to mature and needs to be worked on, you can bet a lesson is coming. Tower moment for you and you get a tower, you get a tower, and you get a tower. But it doesn't make you a failure. All right, it's okay. Pick up the pieces, get what you've learned. If you're able to use it, because this is very creation energy paired with enterprising energy. So if you can put it together to make it lucrative for you and abundant for you, what you've gone through, then do it. Use it. All right. Ultimately, I have lost all control of my life has been cleared. I keep messing up has been clarified by a mismatch. That's canceled. Looks like either you have done this or you're going to do it, especially with that blocked energy down there. Dirty laundry. Something was aired. Something came out. There was something that was hidden that was made clear. It doesn't always have to be like, ooh, gossip energy. All right. This could be maybe just closure from a connection, something that happened that just really closes out this possessive energy. This could be divorce, separation, just coming out. Doesn't mean that it's dirty laundry. It just means that something is coming out. It isn't always as, you know, taboo. All right. Maybe you have moved on. This possessive energy, maybe there's a circumstances in what you moved on to that lets them or solidifies, hey, it is literally no turning back. It is over. All right. Or since you got a lot of canceled energy in this mismatch energy and blocked energy, then it's just dirty laundry. It's just made known that, hey, this didn't work out. It is what it is. It didn't work out. This was defined as this. It's no longer defined as this. Now it's defined as that. All right. Ultimately, you're making plans. All right. and you're moving forward. You're not staying behind. All right, I don't know what you're making plans for. Let's see. If that was just signifying what you should do. But what it looks like you're looking ahead though. And you should be. All the other cards signify moving forward. So yeah. So it doesn't really signify stagnant energy. We can't have the whole deck. Oh. Weathered storms. Yeah. Breakup talk. That's that canceled and blocked energy. If every argument ends with a breakup ultimatum, you're not resolving anything. You're just reinforcing instability. So making plans is looking forward to the future. There's nothing wrong with that. That was clarifying that, you know, I've lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. You have not messed up because something didn't work out. Especially if it was already mismatched from the beginning and you were dealing with a nutcase, all right, who played with you. Difficult for you to manage mentally. That was their agenda, to play with your mind. How else could they siphon your energy? How else could they mess with your enterprise? But you are going to have to get over the fact that codependency energy, that's what they do. You don't keep messing up. This energy, I'll say, it's a whole big mind fuck, because that's what they did. All right? And they don't feel guilty, because they know exactly what they're doing. And ultimately, if you've left or canceled this, or if you're deciding to, or if you do, you still should watch out, because they want revenge. Twin flame connection. Yeah. I pulled up that card. I just knocked it over by accident. All right. Pulling strings is what they're doing. They want to interfere with where they believe you're heading. All right. But they know what they're doing. You are not a mess up. It's life. We go through lessons, we learn lessons, we grow, we move on. All right. We get ourselves together. We keep ourselves together. We deal with things we have to deal with behind closed doors. We say what we need to say in front of open doors if we need to say anything. But we keep the boundaries very clear. All right. And we move on. We're not falling into the trap of what this possessive energy would prefer, where we say, well, we take on the fault and the blame. That's what they would love. And then we stop ourselves from moving forward. All right. No, we're not doing that. We're going to let all the fault and the blame, or at least most of it, because we're not always rainbows and sprinkles ourselves. So we're going to give 95% of that blame to where it's supposed to be. All right. And we're going to move on with our lives and head into building together, new adventures. All right. Ultimately, emotional fulfillment. All right. Okay. I've been way too long. So as always, stay rooted, stay rising, and aligned with all the divine gifts ahead.